Okay, so for Christmas, I got a couple of these different photo books, and I haven't had too much time to take a look at them. So I wanted to spend a little bit of time this morning just sitting down and looking through them and just kind of enjoying them. I did look at this one a little bit, and I have some thoughts that I wanted to share. So that's what we're gonna do. I love photo books because it gives you an opportunity to experience the world through someone else's eyes, through someone else's perspective, someone else's creativity. Like take this book, for example. This is by a creator, Dane Diener. I found it on Instagram and immediately was like, yeah, I want that. I want that for Christmas. What I think is cool about it is you get to see people's perspectives, people's point of view, through their photos, but you also get to see their creativity. And I think there's just something super inspirational about that. Problem I found was that as I was looking through this, I started to think like, wow, these are some amazing photos, but I'm never gonna take photos like these, or I can't take photos like these, whether it's because I don't live in the high Sierras and get a chance to get out there all that often, or go to these cool places, or maybe I just don't have the skill to do that. And I think there's some truth to that. I think there's also some falsity to that. It's first off falsity, you don't have the skill. Like you can grow, you can always learn. And so I know that, if I was in these places, I could take photos like these, but I look at these photos and I'm like, I want to take that photo. I want to recreate that photo. But what is false about that is like, I can't recreate that photo. Like that is his perspective. And I don't live in the high Sierras. I'm not in this area where he's taking photos. And so for me, I just have to take photos where I am. And maybe that's not as cool of a place. But again, it goes back to the beauty of photo books and looking at other people's photos is that you're seeing through their perspective. You're seeing what's important to them and what they value. And so while I love pictures like this, looking at the beauty of nature, like absolutely love it, I also have to think about what are the things that are important to me, what are the things that I value, and how can I document those in such a way to show other people, to kind of give you a glimpse into my life and what I value and what I love. I'm using this coffee pot as my stand, but I need more coffee. So I was looking through this and I had that realization of I just need to not focus on trying to recreate other people's photos. I need to create my own photos and I need to share my own perspective on the world around me, because I think that's what's actually beautiful, is seeing everybody's different perspective. And some people will do that through the means of photography. Some will do it through videography. Some will do it through art. Like I'm looking at paintings around me in the coffee shop. Like people show their perspective and their creativity in tons of different ways. But it's the comparison and it's the, I want to do it just like that, or I want to recreate that, or I want to take that photo. Like I want that to be my photo. Like it just doesn't work. You got to create your own. Okay, so I had to get out of there. Starting to get just too many people. And I was like, actually, I want to get out and like walk around and take some photos. And like a dodo, I forgot my hat. So I'm very cold. This may not last long. So here's my thought, right? Like I can't get out into the mountains and take photos like Dane is taking, but I can take photos of what's important to me where I am. And I think that's more important because the whole point is to show your perspective and your creativity. So for me, if I was to put together a photo book, you'd get these random photos of, street photography, little things of whatever, like life I'm experiencing. But you'd also get tons of photos of my kids and family life and like what's important to me through that perspective. And I think that's totally fine. I think that's the beauty of photography and being creative, is everyone has something that's a little different and unique to them. And so when we get caught up in the mindset of, I can't take photos like that, or my photos aren't gonna be as good, then it stops us from creating at all. And that's a problem. Like we don't want that.
I think I'm gonna have to call it. I'm freezing. I don't do well in the cold. Only if I'm like very bundled up do I enjoy being out in the snow and cold. Oh, I'm freezing. Oh, so cold. So I recognize that those photos I probably just took aren't gonna be all that good. I don't know if they're worthy of being in a photo book or not. But the whole point is that I went out and I took my own photos. I wasn't taking someone else's photos. I was trying to capture things that I thought looked cool and life around me. I think that's the whole point of this. If you actually want to document your life, you have to document your life. You have to take your photos, your videos. You have to be creative in your own way, because if you just try to mimic other people, while it's not always bad to use what they're doing as inspiration, like to have a book like this, like I'm super thankful for Dane and like his photos because it's very inspirational. But I don't want to go out and try to recreate his photos. I want to make my own. And if that means one day I get to go to the Eastern Sierras and take photos there, amazing. But if that also means I'm just staying where I am and I'm taking photos of the things that are important to me, then that's amazing as well. So yeah, hope you enjoyed something from this little ranty vlog. Let me know in the comments below. What are your thoughts on this? But yeah, we'll see you guys in the next video.